introduce myself. My name is Rihandani and I'm from PBI. Today I will explain about the material of discourse analysis. So the title is The Urgency of Studying Discourse Analysis in ELT. So there are three perspectives used to explain the reason for studying discourse analysis, namely academic reason. Discourse analysis is an interdisciplinary study that is closely related to linguistics, sociology, anthropology, psychology, philosophy, communication, and education. This study leads students to explore and investigate socially used texts and speeches. Pragmatic reasons. One of the used pragmatic theory is as a way to assess certain goals in literary works containing value or teaching aimed at readers. In addition, pragmatic also examine discourse producing structural sentence, but not good at producing functional sentence. In this case, structural sentence refers to sentence that generate based on speaker's knowledge of language forms. For example, the right choice of words, correct grammar, and good pronunciation. Pedagogical reason. Discourse analysis has a very close relationship with language teaching and learning. Both foreign and second language teaching. Kader points out that the close relationship between discourse analysis and foreign language education is very simple. Discourse analysis is concerned with language used in real communicative situation, and so is foreign language education. What are the difference between discourse analysis and error analysis in terms of the genesis and focus? Discourse analysis is a research method for studying written or spoken language in relation to its social context. It aims to understand how language is used in real-life situations. When you do discourse analysis, you may focus on the purpose and effects of different types of language. Richard et al. Error analysis has been conducted to identify strategies which learners use in language learning. To track the causes of learners' error, obtain information on common difficulties in language learning, or on how to prepare teaching materials. The next material, discourse analysis and English language teaching. What are teaching and English language teaching? So, two ways at least can be used to know the definition of teaching. The first is virtual way. So, this way refers to the way of knowing definition using stored definition of something in a computer, especially over a network. Using this way means to use definition from online dictionaries. The second is ritual way. This refers to the way of understanding definition by observing an act of teaching containing series of acts regularly repeated in the classroom. Using this way means to observe what to skilled teacher do in teaching, then to draw out duties and activities done, and finally to create an interpretation of the duties and the activities to vividly describe the meaning of teaching. So, what is teaching method? Teaching method is then defined as the principle used for instruction which may cover the education on teachers' way in giving lessons. How to encourage student participation in the classroom activities and how to select and use teaching instrument. Knowing the facts. What is teaching then? Teaching is Teaching is then defined as the process of imparting knowledge or skill to a group of students by applying three main stages: planning the teaching, giving instruction in teaching, and evaluating the teaching outcomes. More specifically, Smith defined teaching as the process of attending to people's needs, experience, and feelings, and making specific intervention to help them learn particular things. What is English language teaching? So, if the notion of teaching is then broken into the area of teaching English, the English language teaching can be interpreted as the process of imparting skills and knowledge of English to a group of students whose first language is not English through the implementation of three main stages: pre-teaching or planning, while teaching of giving instruction, as well as post-teaching or measuring learning outcomes. The next material is what is the relation between discourse analysis and ELT. So, Matip MA, most English teachers tend to teach their student English in isolation with its use. As a result, the knowledge of context is lacking, and when it is time to practice the things they have learned in the classroom. The next material is the reason for analyzing the discourse. So the reason for analyzing the discourse in classroom and casual conversation is to investigate the function of language and how meaning is constructed in different contexts. Discourse analysis will show the student how native English speakers use English to interact and communicate in their real social life. From this, they are expected to start thinking about teaching contextual functional English to complement teaching the textual grammatical English. The fusion between but teaching orientation is expected to able to make Indonesian learners of English success in both mastering English component and using the components to communicate appropriately and naturally. The great expectation above is raised for one major reason. Discourse analysis specifically deals with examining how native English speakers use English to communicate in real and natural contexts. Hence, they need to know the concept of discourse analysis. It is not easy to implement something right if we do not have the knowledge of what we are currently engaged. Likewise, discourse analysis, to be able to do the analysis of discourse, then at least we understand and are able to distinguish two important terms, i.e. discourse and discourse analysis. The position of discourse analysis in linguistic theories to understand discourse analysis further Then we need to know how discourse analysis. The next material is how to analyze the discourse. Example for analyzing the discourse. Uh, how to conduct discourse analysis. Step 1. Define the research question and select the content of analysis. Step 2. Gather information and theory on the context. Step 3. Analyze the content for terms and pattern. Step 4. Review your results and draw conclusions. The next materials, analysis of discourse. The analysis of the discourse sequence of the conversation can be illustrated this way. A. Are you busy? Initiation. Initiation. B. Why? Question. Respond. Initiation. After doing an analysis, we conclude that there are three components of transactional spoken discourse initiation. May can be addressed by a speaker in the form of opening, introducing participants, structuring debate organization, welcoming candidates, introducing topic, as well as inviting arguments. The invitation will elect a response in the form of opening, overviewing topics, stating solution, as well as giving recommendation. The response will elicit a follow-up in the form of expressing gratitude. The next material is implication of the analysis results. Implication of the analysis results to teaching and learning speech delivery in ELT. So the teacher can use the discourse sequence as a pattern when they need to compile conversational based teaching materials in which the utterance in the conversation materials are sequenced by using the exchange structure. Teacher can use the internal structure to determine terms in the conversation. Furthermore, some impacts for student are student will be able to recognize what types of communication match the situation. Student will be able to identify types of utterance used by the native speakers under a certain condition, or formal or informal. If they have to speak under a similar condition some other time, the student will be able to use the expressions because they have known how someone else speaks in that situation. So I think that's all for material today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching this video. So see you next my video. Dadah.